Steeler Nation, welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. Some of you yinzers out there might think I look ridiculous, but this is the kind of mood that I'm in because I'm absolutely done with the receiver two talk. How many free agent trading for receivers do we have to go through before we realize the Steelers maybe don't want to go for a receiver two or they're not going for the right guy? Van Jefferson could be a receiver too. Pickens is playing well enough. They're getting the ball to Frymouth. They're starting to get the ball now to Darnell Washington. Mount Washington. At that point, when do we start to give up and say maybe this receiver two, and I talked about in the offseason too, with Ray Gun, and even my fantasy football name is called receiver Ray Gun receiver two. Heck, out there, you guys could be receiver number two. When do we stop? The fact that every single look, I made a video about Cup the other day. I was like, it was news, it was rumor, it was this, and this, and it fooled me again. I'm not saying that it was going to happen, but it fooled me again because you get this idea of like, oh, will we get Ayuk? Will we go and get Amari Cooper? Will we go and get Devontae Adams? It just keeps going. It just never stops. It's like always about the receiver two talk, but in a football sense, do the Steelers even need that quote receiver two? And it's like, I don't think I've said receiver two more in my life than ever before in that sense. Like ever. Yes, last year we had, I believe, maybe it's because the Roman Wilson fact that he isn't playing yet. And I saw one stupid video out there said that Roman Wilson was in the doghouse. He's not in the doghouse. Roman Wilson is an injured player that hasn't caught up with the offense. I don't buy into that clickbaity crap stuff. But this title here or this title down here might have been clickbaity because the way I'm feeling, I need to try and grab someone's attention somehow. Oh, but you use the clickbait title. This I hardly ever use clickbait title. But in that sense too, this receiver two stuff is just crazy. Last year it was like Pickens and Deontay and Calvin Austin III. This year, it looks to be Calvin Austin III, Van Jefferson working himself into a bit of a role. Pickens is playing awesome football, and now we have someone who wants to be here. And I saw a really good interview with Russell Wilson and how he wants to be here, and he loves the team. He's so excited. He's so happy. And also, you never hear Russell Wilson talk about Denver. He talks about Seattle more than he does Denver because maybe Denver was a really bad place for him, and that's not where his career ends. Maybe where his career ends is Pittsburgh. Dead set. So this receiver two talk, I just think it's nuts. When were fans so consumed about this receiver two talk when there's other like 52 players on the roster, right? We've got to talk about Darrell Patterson coming back and working his role into the halfback. Got to talk about Beanie Bishop, Beans. By the way, that's like his new nickname, I think, for the team. They call him Beans. They don't call him Beanie Baby. They call him Beans. He had a fantastic game versus the Jets in getting picks. Minka, I saw in comments on the Steelers live show that they were saying he hasn't been doing much. It's like Minka's playing a fantastic role as well, getting the team ready, getting the defense ready, getting everyone in their spots so these players can thrive and make big plays. Right? Dante Jackson has like 2 or 3 interceptions. This team has 9 interceptions. Why are we so consumed? To someone out there. Is it a fantasy thing? I don't know. Why are we so consumed? Sorry, it's a bit bright. Hang on a second. Why are we so consumed about the fact that we want to have this receiver too? Why? Why? No, sorry. I do look a bit ridiculous. Receiver 2. Maybe it won't happen. Maybe the light at the end of the tunnel is when the trade deadline is over. All the chat sports and the all Steelers talk out there and all those kind of places. Right? One day it's, oh my goodness, they're going to sign and I can't wait to get Cooper Kupp on this roster. Yada yada yada. Cooper Kupp has a fantastic game with the Rams and now it looks like they're going to keep him. Was there really any bait or any real chance that he was going to be a Steeler? Maybe not. It makes me fall into the trap over and over and over again. The Ayuk stuff went on way too long. The Amari Coopers, the Devontae Adams, the I don't know, pick your poison, Tyler Boyd, whoever it is. It's like any like good receiver out there, the Steelers could trade for and go and get. They grab that, they make it all something. Has a fan base lost confidence in Van Jefferson or lost confidence in the fact that we are a 5-2 team versus a giant team that has no offense? No offense, right? I don't know. Anyways, I'll take this silly stuff off. Not my terrible towel though. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Would love to know. Been super busy at work doing a lot of stuff, so I am super tired. And I was like, let's make a delirious video. Let's make something that, like, if I'm super tired, I need to match and reflect. I need to reflect the views that are out there in that sense, because it's like this team is 5-2, 5-2, heading to a big game, a giant game. No pun intended. A giant game versus the Giants, who are a really bad team. The Steelers haven't lost, I think, in their Monday Night Football streak at the moment. It's like 21 in a row. And don't worry, I didn't jinx it, but that's a stat, right? It's going around the NFL. Haven't lost on Monday Night Football for 21 games in a row, which is crazy. And designated scheduled time for Monday Night Football. So are we really that worried about receiver number 2? I don't think so. I think it's a load of hogwash, but you guys know, some of you guys out there, if you are new, some of you guys out there do know that I don't play these games with these stupid rumors and yada, 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 but they can trick me from time to time. They definitely can. Oh, Steelers show interest in this guy, and next minute, nothing happens, and then you see these videos of like, whoa, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute, wait. The Steelers missed out. No, they didn't. Omar Khan is doing a great job. The Roonies are doing a great job. The Steelers are doing a great job at 5-2. Go and listen to Rich Eisen and Russell Wilson interview, and you'll see the overall confidence in his voice, how happy he's here. I might even do a video on that tomorrow or the next day, maybe tomorrow or the next day, and I'll show snippets of it on how happy that Russell Wilson is talking black and gold Pittsburgh Steelers football. The run game's back. The offense is now open. We've talked about it all year with the play action pass and Russell Wilson being on fire and delivering footballs and shaking off the rust. It looks like it's coming together once again. And Justin Fields, he played a fantastic role getting this team and helping this team along with our defense to 4-2. Their overall team is sitting pretty good right now at 5-2. If the Browns beat the Ravens, if the Cincinnati Bengals lose to the Eagles, then if we win, we'll take clear control of the division, going into a bye, resting up, coming back versus the Commanders, and going through the tough stretch. I will look into this tough stretch as we go, because I believe it's not a tough stretch. They have to play us too. I'm going to keep saying that until we finish that gauntlet. Everyone talks about this gauntlet. Man, some of these YouTubers and I think Twitterverses and these people out there live in their fears. I never play that way when I play sport or anything like that, or games or whatever. They have to play us too. Remember that. When we're going through this tough gauntlet, they got to play us too. Did we forget overnight that we're the Pittsburgh Steelers? How many people really was like, oh, we need to run the ball more? They're now running the ball more. And now you want passing? It's always like the exact opposite either way. Tough gauntlet. I don't think so. I don't think it's that tough. But I'll go through that in a few videos time. Maybe where I'm not wearing the terrible towel on my head and I'm not wearing my hat, my hoodie over my head. Because some of this stuff, man, is insane and crazy. Don't read all the newspapers. Don't read all that kind of crap. Where I see the team right now is they're running the football. They're playing good football. They're playing great defense. And they're not allowing only 14 points a game. Coach Tomlin is leading them to head to the playoffs, have a really great chance to go to the playoffs if we go 6-2, have a great chance to win the division, and we can take care of the Ravens. And our division is pretty weak, I think, in that sense. We could split with the Bengals. We could sweep the Bengals. We can sweep the Browns. We could either sweep the Ravens or split with the Ravens too. We could go 3-3, 4-2, or we could easily go 5-1 or 6-0. And here we are worried about receiver 2. Oh, no, we didn't get Cooper Kupp. It doesn't matter. They're playing good football. The receiver 2 will emerge. Frymuth will emerge. Darnold will emerge. Joel Moran will get more catches. Najee get more catches. Other guys on the team, Van Jefferson, Roman Wilson might come back after the bye. He might be a guy to go to. There's going to be guys on this roster who can step up. So not worried about this receiver number 2.
Here we are!